Hello, Katie here from Katie's World. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to put together the Halloween trick-or-treat page layout. So let's get started. Okay, so I've already pre-cut everything. So the background paper is 12 by 12, or the solid paper is 12 by 12, and the background decorative paper is cut to 11 3/4 by 11 3/4. And I would like to ink the edges of this one. So I'm going to be using a sponge dauber and the Gravit 45 color box Decades, but any black ink will do. In case anyone is wondering, this beautiful pumpkins paper is made by Echo Park, and it's from their Hocus Pocus collection. Okay, so now we're just going to glue this down to the solid piece. Set this aside. Now you can use a tape runner, but I have really been loving to use the Art Glitter brand Designer Dries Clear liquid adhesive, because once it dries, it's stiff. It dries stiff, so it makes your page just really sturdy, and I just really like that. So I'm going to go ahead, and this glue dries fast, so it's going to be on a large surface, so I've got to do it quickly. Okay. Get the edges first. I try to keep about 1/8 of an inch away from the edge, just so that we don't get too much glue coming out when we put it down. Okay, so I'm just going to do some squigglies here. And I'm using the fine metal tip. Now I find if you do this without the metal tip, it's going to come out thicker. And when it does that, there's more chance of you seeing the bumps, the glue being bumpy on the other side. I don't like that. So still want to keep the metal tip on. Like I said, it dries pretty quickly, so I'm looking at each corner. Hope it's straight. Yeah, looks good. Press it down real good. Like I said, you want to be quick because as your glue dries, it's going to be hard and it's going to create those lumps on your paper. So I can kind of feel it. I can kind of feel the glue a little bit. It started to dry, but I can't see it. So as long as you can't see it, that's good. All right, there's our first piece. Try to do this, see if that's faster. And we don't really have to have full coverage because it's not going to go anywhere. And it's going to be a page protector in your album also. So possibly even an outline instead of doing any mill probably would work just fine too. As long as you get the edges down, it's probably fine. Okay, so that looks nice. I love the frame around the page. Okay, so now we have a piece that goes up here and a piece that goes down here. And I've already traced them on the back. I used Kiwi Lane templates, and the template that I used was the large bracket 1 template. And I've already traced it. Now, if you do pick up one of my kits, it will be just like this in your kit. It'll already be traced for you. I need to cut them out. So I'm going to just take my scissors. And when I cut these, I cut just barely inside the line. Now, I do trace them on the back. So if some of the line does show, it doesn't matter because it's on the back. So it really doesn't matter if I'm inside on whatever because it's on the back. And I definitely recommend using the long pair of scissors, just regular pair of scissors, as opposed to like your small blade scissors that are, some of the precision tip scissors are really small, and it would just, I think it just look more choppy because it'd be short, but this you could do nice long cuts. Okay, so it's just like that. So that's gonna go this way. And you can save this piece as like a nice little strip, but I always throw them away. Okay, so here we have one more. And you don't have to ink the edges of your page. I just like to do that. I think it just frames it out real nicely. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of these as well. And, no, that's okay. I was thinking about putting the pin back in my glue. Some more about drying, but I'm going to glue these just a minute. So I want to move this out of the way a little bit because when you ink, sometimes little flakes of the dauber come off, and then when you go to sweep it away, it can smear the black ink on your paper. So I'm going to be careful not to get that on there. See, I don't know if you can see how the ink looks on there. The edging that it gives. It's really nice. Oh no. Okay, I forgot something. So these are 12 by 12, but since this was cut down to 1/4 of an inch was cut off. Oh, and I don't have my paper trimmer up here. So I should have glued this on first and then trimmed it off. But if that happens, you can use your paper trimmer and then cut 1/8 of an inch off of each. Actually, that's what I should do, is cut 1/8 of an inch off of each side. Okay, so I'm going to have a part 2 of this video because I don't have my trimmer in front of me. Okay, so what here, I will go ahead and finish inking this. Okay, so before I end this video, I'm going to show you the photo mats. Okay, I'm going to put the pin in my glue because I don't want it to clog. See, so I started to get a little stiff. So then you just go like this. That kind of helps it clean it up. Okay, so I'll work on the photo mats real quick or get them prepped. Okay, so since I don't have photos to put on here at the moment, I'm just going to replace the photos with a white piece of cardstock. Now, if you do purchase one of these kits, white cardstock doesn't come in your kit. That just represents your photo. But I think it makes the sample look nice because it shows how it's going to look with that black outline around your photo. So what I like to do, you can either use removable adhesive on the back. I've done that and sometimes it seems to fall off. So I still use the permanent, this is the Tombow permanent dots runner. But what I do is I just put like a little X in the back. Don't do around the edges because I'm going to tear this off. You don't want to really rip your paper. If it's going to rip any paper, at least it's only ripping the center and it's going to get covered with the photo, so it's fine. So I just put a little X in the center there and I'm just going to attach it here. Press down that middle piece. So now it's stuck on there, but when you're ready to put your picture on, you just pull this off and add your photo. Makes it real nice. X. It's also a great idea to have these photo placeholders if you're giving this as a gift assembled and all they have to do is add their photos. This is excellent because it tells them what size picture they need. You can also do a stamp that says replace with photo. Okay, so I am going to stop the video here, go get my paper trimmer, and I will be back in part 2.